Previously on the Presidential Universe mode. Tonight, the two will fight for the championship in an ambulance match.
Candy ass kicking time!
Stop this, Rock, you're going too far.
Did The Rock ask for your damn opinion, George? The Rock told you all what was going to happen. Obama simply made things worse for himself by disrespecting me. But all is now right, now that the final boss has this championship in his hands. What the hell is that giant cheeseburger doing here?
George, what is Donald holding? Is that what I think it is?
A Money in the Bank briefcase?
What in the hell? Get that graphic off the screen. This is not a damn title match.
Oh, I beg to differ, Rock. I just got a text from the one Saul Goodman telling me to leave the legal issues to the contract inside that briefcase. Something tells me Donald is initiating his contingency plan that he's been teasing us.
The definition of pay to win here, ladies and gentlemen.
I've done it. I've won.
I have no words, ladies and gentlemen. With his millions of dollars, Donald Trump might have very well saved the presidential universe from the clutches of the final boss.
An ending I never saw coming.
The Rock tried to disrespect us all tonight, so I'm more than happy to look the other way in regards to this play made by the Trump. Congratulations, Donald, on becoming the new $1 million champion.
Indeed.
Thank you for coming here so quick, gentlemen. I'm sure you've all had a look at the brief I've sent you regarding my announcement for tonight's show whilst on your way here, right?
George is your almighty $1 million champion, not to mention the master of the art of the deal. I think you are indeed cooking with this idea.
I'm going to assume that your idea for a premium event isn't what you wanted to talk to us about, though, right?
Nothing gets past you, old friend. But before I get to you, I want to quickly discuss what's in store for Joe tonight.
Oh, God, no way you're going to have him competing, right? He'll put the audience straight to sleep. He's called Sleepy Joe for a reason.
Donald, I really don't like how you've begun upping the disrespect levels towards me and Barack lately. Ever since you quote-unquote won that title, you've become 10 times worse than what you usually are.
The hell do you mean quote-unquote?
Donald, you literally paid to win to get that title. The reason I let it slide was because of the disrespect The Rock was giving us all. Although he seems to have gone off the grid lately, he's not spoken to me or Bill from outside the universe for about a week now.
George, look, I understand running your own wrestling promotion can be a bit stressful. But what are you actually talking about?
Nah, let him cook Barry.
Of course, the demented, sleepy one of the group would understand what George is going on about perfectly.
Stop being an ass, Donald. I mean, for Christ's sake, what George said goes hand in hand with how The Rock was able to speak to us during our previous GM mode recording.
I already told you, Joe, he was clearly speaking through my Alexa. I'm not talking about this crap anymore.
But Donald.
But nothing, Barry. This conversation is over. Now, George, I'm going to go raid your fridge for wasting the $1 million champion's time.
Barry, he's getting worse. He's just as bad as he was back in 2016 when he was running for president for the first time.
To be honest, that's why I wanted to talk to you, Barack. I literally stocked my fridge up as preparation, knowing he'd get bored and raid it so I could discuss my plans with you. Whilst Joe will be competing for our new title tonight, Barack, I want you to go after Donald's $1 million one, seeing as you have a rematch clause. I'm assuming you were cleared by doctors, yes?
Actually, yeah, I was. It turns out I didn't receive any major injuries from my ambulance match with The Rock.
That's excellent to hear, Barack. Because to be honest, we really need you to come through for us. Win the title back, before Donald gets even worse.
Surely you're not stupid enough to think you actually need a contract for this, right? I already know the implications of this new title after all.
I'm not paying my British pounds just for you to stand there and criticize me. Just finish up the contract before the show starts.
Let British be British, I guess. I'll just take your money now and let George roast you for this later.
Howdy, folks. This is your general manager and co-commentator, George W. Bush, and welcome back to the Presidential Universe mode. We have a couple of big announcements to get through before our match tonight, so let's not waste any time and get into the beef here. I am pleased to announce that coming soon will be our first premium live event of the series. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be live from Washington, D.C. as we bring you Capital Punishment. This will take place in Episode 5 of the Presidential Universe mode. The main event of that show will see Donald Trump defending his newly won $1 million championship, after using a contract he paid Saul Goodman to make for him to get a free title match, which he used on The Rock after his ambulance match with Barack Obama in the last episode. As for his Capital Punishment opponent, rest assured, Donald, you will know who you'll be facing in the next episode. Tonight, though, it's all about the new title that I am introducing to the series. We have the $1 million championship. What's the opposite of that? A complete lack of income, or in political terms, the state of our country today. But ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to reveal to you all the $5 championship.
Special thanks to the creator's good friend and fellow presidential creator Broadway for the title idea. Be sure to check his channel out if you're a fan of Presidents Play Pokemon content. Honestly, it's a genre that the creator would love to get back into at a future time. We understand it was unpopular for those who have only subscribed for the wrestling content. But please let us know if there is any interest for the creator to include some good old Pokemon content to the channel again. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the video, everyone.
So what exactly is the concept of this new championship? Well, to put it frank, it's basically going to be our equivalent of a TV championship, where it will be first come, first served. Anyone who wants a shot at the gold can let me know, and we will get a match for the championship booked. However, there's also going to be a twist with this title. That twist being if the holder of the gold can successfully defend the title 3 times in a row without losing it, that star will be granted a future shot at the $1 million championship. Meaning this is more than just a prop title. You have proper stakes on the line, proper reasons for wanting to be the champion, and wanting to defend it. With that said, we will be crowning the first holder of the title tonight. You may have noticed that my fellow commentator Bill Clinton isn't here with me. That's because he's actually going to be competing tonight. He'll be taking on our current President Joe Biden for the title. Let's get tonight's action started. Here comes our current president, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you what, it's a very interesting situation in the presidential scene. One of the damn candidates is now confirmed to be a federal criminal after all. And now I've literally just realized that same criminal is also our current $1 million champion. Well, hey, it's not like us presidents are completely innocent from crimes, even if we weren't a part of a federal one. Moving back to the relevant topic here, Joe, of course, took part in the inaugural $1 million championship match in the first episode of the Presidential Universe mode, where the man came up short. But now he has a potential gateway back to the world title scene through our new $5 championship. But to get his hands on it, he'll have to go through another former president. And here comes that man right now.
What the hell? What the hell is even that?
Who in the hell? That is not Bill Clinton. Who the hell is this?
I think I can explain.
Okay, God, the voices are back again.
Fret not, George. I come in peace. You may know me as Jordan Peterson. And unlike The Rock, I promise to use my out-of-world entity powers for good.
What the hell's going on?
Now, usually I don't enjoy breaking the fourth wall and making my presence known. However, I feel like it is best to answer the question of what has happened to your fellow presidential acquaintance. Basically, this was the best the creator could find for Bill in 2K's community creations. Without having to complete any other game modes to be able to download custom characters who are wearing merch only unlockable through those modes. I understand it may be hard seeing this abomination carry your friend's name like this, though. So how about we give this entity a different name instead? How about instead of Bill Clinton, we call this man Buff Clinton?
Buff Clinton?
Anyways, I'll allow you to get back to your commentating role. Enjoy the match, everyone.
I think I've just lost the plot, ladies and gentlemen. I guess Joe Biden is going to be taking on Buff Clinton for the title instead.
Bill, what the hell happened to you?
The name is Buff, thank you very much. And that new $5 championship is going to be coming back home with me, Mr. President.
Well, okay then. I guess it's time to see what Buff Clinton has to offer.
Rotator. There we go. Clothesline from hell.
Jesus Christ, ain't this the same man who literally criticized Obama for beating Joe up too bad in the first Presidential Universe episode? Man literally just threw that out the window and nearly took Joe's head off.
My buffness has doubled since the last time we met Joe.
Good, twice the muscle. Double the dumbness.
You're the only one who's going to be dumb after this.
Despite Joe's obvious handicap due to his age combined with Buff's physique, our president is still putting up a fight. The same kind of fight he'll need to put up at this year's election. Regardless of Donald's criminal record, I reckon it's going to be a close call between the two this year.
Sit the hell down.
What the hell, Bill, are you using a cheat code?
How the hell can you use a cheat code to improve yourself in real life?
Explain the new physique then.
I don't have a clue. But I'm going to use this power whilst I still have it to become the first ever $5 champion.
You know, maybe Donald had a point about Joe competing, not because of him putting the audience to sleep, though, but because he's literally minutes away from losing his life with moves like that being done to him.
What the hell? I just took you to Suplex City on the outside of the ring.
I've had sleeps that have hurt me more than that.
Joe hits the presidential stunner. Holy hell, Buff kicks out.
That's absolute bull.
Right? Okay, I can't kick out of the worst stunner of all time. But you can get up straight away after 3 German suplexes on the outside. Make it make sense, Joe.
Oh God, Joe, come on. Going to the top rope never works out for you. Case in point.
You're going to tap out to me now, Joe. My buff physique has brought me to $5 championship glory.
Hang on. You call this a submission?
What in the hell?
Yeah, I thought you were just giving me a back massage. Thanks for that, man. Exactly what I needed after those German suplexes.
Screw this. I'll just win this match the easy way instead. Joe, knock it off.
What's wrong, Buff? Can't kill what's already dead? Get it? Because I'm really old?
That was terrible, Joe.
Taste my presidential elbow.
Oh wait, hang on. Another roll up from Buff.
Oh, come on.
Take my presidential stunner and stay down this time.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Spirit has overcome physical superiority. Joe Biden defeats Buff Clinton to become the first ever $5 champion. An incredible comeback after coming up just short in the $1 million triple threat in the first episode. Congratulations, Joe. Here's hoping your old fart of a body can defend that title 3 times successfully to give you another crack at the $1 million championship. Whoa, wait a damn minute.
Surprise you, presidential bitch. Allow me to introduce you to your first and last challenger for your $5 championship. That would be me, the greatest prime minister to have ever existed. Enjoy your sleep, Joe. It seems like you enjoy those a lot these days. And with my contract made by Saul Goodman, no one can stop me from getting my title match.
Contract? Oh, for the love of God, I better go deliver Boris the bad news.
So how about that, George? With my contract that Saul made for me, no one can stop me from getting a $5 championship match.
Yes, sorry to say, Boris, but you've completely blown your money here. The championship runs on an open challenge format.
You don't say. Well, damn it. Maybe I should have listened to Saul then. He is kind of the expert after all. Ah well, I was only going to use that money for going out partying anyway. My revenge will still come to fruition regardless.
You say revenge. But shouldn't you be going after Donald? I mean, it was because of him that you were booted from the channel last year anyway.
Too much of a risk when you've got The Rock sniffing around the $1 million gold. At least as the $5 champion, I can let things quiet down a bit, whilst I successfully defend the title 3 times. And once the dust has settled, I will rise to take my revenge against Trump.
And unlike The Rock, I promise to use my out-of-world entity powers for good.
To be honest, Boris, I don't think The Rock will be much of a problem. At least for now anyway. But either way, you've got your match. At Capital Punishment, it will be you challenging Joe Biden for the $5 championship.
This is Paul Heyman, the faithful wise man to the tribal chief. Please leave your message after the beep and I will get back to you depending on if your reasoning for your call deserves my attention.
Paul Heyman, The Rock should have known you wouldn't pick your damn phone up, you fat jabroni, because you know what The Rock is cooking. The Rock has a score to settle with Roman, for he is the reason The Rock can no longer call himself the final boss. And if that tribal jabroni doesn't want to come face me like a man, well then The Rock will come hunting for his candy tribal ass, you can be sure of that.